Going to do a quick impromptu grudge match between Daily Life Esports Annihilator and our newcomer, Daily Life Esports OrangeJello. Appropriately playing as the Orange Terran, we've got OrangeJello. We've never seen him play before, so we have no idea what his playstyle is like. So we'll have to see what kind of builds he decides to go for. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Annihilator, playing as our Protoss. And we know he likes to go for really fast 3-base plays into big gateway pushes. But I know he's been making some adjustments to his playstyle recently, especially in PvT. So we'll have to see what exactly those adjustments are. And this was super impromptu, by the way, so I apologize for how rushed all of this feels. Trying to get everything set up as we're casting here. Luckily we have a little bit of downtime, so I feel pretty confident in playing with all of my stuff. Alright. Let's see. OrangeJello going for an early scout here. Gonna try to see exactly what Annihilator's going for. Looks to be playing pretty standard back at home. Actually delaying the reactor though, that's a little unusual. Still no reactor. Okay, there the reactor goes down. So I guess he was just delaying the reactor to get the command center up just a little bit earlier. Meanwhile, Annihilator making a nice Reaper wall up here with his Gateway and Cybernetics core, so no Reaper can jump through there. Actually, I don't think we saw OrangeJello make a Reaper, did we? The second barracks going down. Huh, very interesting. Going to do a quick Okay. All of a sudden I feel like all the noises went down quite a bit. No, okay. We do still have music on. Okay, we're all good. All good. Just checking. So yeah, nothing too unusual going on right now. Looks like OrangeJello going for some sort of 2-1-1 style opening. Rearranging his buildings a little bit here, trying to get them all in a nice straight line. A little bit of OCD tendencies coming out of OrangeJello here. If we look at the unit tab, we already have Annihilator up almost over 12 probes. A little bit of spotty SCV production from OrangeJello, letting Annihilator take a pretty big advantage early here, I feel like. But, so we'll have to see what he can get done with this 2-1-1 opening. Yeah, the music's music was cutting in and out because I was alt-tabbing. So hopefully the music should be a little bit more constant now. Actually, isn't there like a continuous music? Yeah. Huh. Not really sure why. So I don't think we're gonna see anything. Ooh. Now we'll have to see if OrangeJello knows this observer's here, or if he's just. Looks like he doesn't notice the observer, so that means Annihilator has pretty good, like, well, if he was paying attention, yeah, which I think he was. If he was paying attention, he should know this drop is coming, and I'd like to see him pull his units back. Although I guess he doesn't have Blink yet. Twilight Council is still on the way, so without Blink, it's actually pretty hard to defend these two bases. Still a pretty fast reaction there. Well, he does need to be careful. Stim is about to finish here, and once Stim finishes, this army is definitely going to be able to take on what Annihilator has here. But when the reinforcements come, I do think OrangeJello made the right decision to back out there. Back at home, getting his 3rd command center, 3 more barracks. Getting a little bit supply blocked, but, well, just starting a depot, so he's at least aware that he was supply blocked. These observers really nicely placed from Annihilator, I think. He needs to start Blink, though. I think Blink, on this map especially, is really important, since you need to be able to get between your 3rd and your main quickly to deal with drops. So there we see Blink start for Annihilator. Pretty standard production here from OrangeJello, but again with the spotty SCV production, hasn't been any workers killed really for Annihilator as far as I'm aware. And he's actually killed 5 of Annihilator's workers, but he's still down like 20 workers just from the difference in macro. So that's going to give Annihilator a pretty big advantage going into this game. Ooh, and actually catching these medevacs up over here with his stalkers. So let's see what OrangeJello can get done. He really needs to not lose army here, though. Meanwhile, in production, we have Annihilator starting to add on more and more gateways. 2 more here. And I think we'll see a big influx of gateways right after this. Yep, here we've got 3 more coming down. 4 more coming down in the natural. Don't see any more in the main, but I think this is going to bring Annihilator's total gateway count up to 9, it looks like. So 9 gateways in total for Annihilator. And no upgrades, I mean, the only upgrades he's going to have is Blink, and maybe he'll get Resonating Glaives afterwards. And it's just going to be a massive bio push. So we'll have to see how well, or massive gateway push, sorry. So now we'll have to see how well OrangeJello can hold on to this push. Yeah, it's about a 2-minute stream delay. I don't think anyone here is going to be cheating, but I figured I would put on the stream delay anyway, so. Big Warping of Adepts coming down here for Annihilator. We do have OrangeJello with a slight upgrade lead. His +1 is finished, and he's about halfway done with +1 armor. He really needs to deal with this Observer, though. This Observer giving Annihilator full vision of everything that's happening over here. No counter drops or anything. This is just going to be a straight up fight here between the two. And these Adepts are going to shade straight onto the army of Orange. Oop. These Widowmines getting off a couple nice hits there though. But I just think there's too much gateway here for OrangeJello to deal with. See, he does manage to save the 3rd command center, so that's good if he can somehow hold on here. But I think the supply really tells the story here. Down 60 supply. You know, 1-1 upgrades aren't going to save you when you're down 60 supply. So, I think we'll see OrangeJello tap out here. Yep, and there's the GG. So Annihilator taking game 1 in this best of 3. Alright. Should be hopping into game 2 here shortly. Let me make sure I'm adding everyone in the clan to my friends list. Alright, in Game 2, it looks like we're going to be played on Palladino Terminal LE. So I feel like this is a map where Annihilator isn't going to be able to play his favored strategy here. The rush distances are simply too small for him to go for that fast 3-base, no mothership core style, in my opinion. Maybe Annihilator's going to prove me wrong here and show some amazing game sense and army movement and make it work anyway. Sorry, alt-tabbing a little bit, so the music's gonna cut out. We've got OrangeJello getting that fast gas. So we'll have to see if he goes for the no Reaper again on this map. Ooh, and we actually have Annihilator proxying a proxying his pylon and gateway up here. So I think this actually creates a full wall off. Now that being said, you can still go around the bottom or top sides of the map, but it does really cut down the rush distance on this map. So if OrangeJello is trying to go for some kind of really fast rush, or even like this SCV scout is going to be denied a little bit. Actually, 2 gateways going down here. So, ooh, and he actually doesn't get vision of the gateways, but he should know something weird is going on from his SCV's scouting path. So, yeah, we'll have to see how this plays out. Looks like OrangeJello is just going to take his expansion here. I find it really interesting that he gets the expansion before the reactor, but you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. So we've got double gateways and the cybernetics core all being proxied for Annihilator here, and at this point, OrangeJello has to know something is up. We actually see Stalker, double Stalker. We're gonna see another Stalker coming here. Yeah, double Stalker production coming out for Annihilator and Warp Gate research. Meanwhile, he's got his probe headed up to this part of the map, so we're probably going to see a proxy Stargate or Robo up here, I'm guessing. So just everything being proxied for Annihilator. Yep, we see a pylon start, so some sort of proxy coming out. So really it's going to be up to how is OrangeJello going to defend this. Placing the bunker closer to the top side of the ramp, ooh, but this Stalker going to get there in time to prevent the SCV from finishing that bunker. And the pylon coming down with the mothership core. Mothership core going to grant vision and photon overcharge. The second bunker attempting to come down here for OrangeJello, but Annihilator also stops that one. Starting a bunker up at the top of the map. Needs to flip this command center up into his main. Lots of bunkers going down for OrangeJello. Annihilator going to blow down the first... Actually going straight for the barracks here. I don't think he's going to get it, but he is going to force it to lift off and pull back, and that means that the reactor now is vacated. So it is a robotics facility being proxied for Annihilator. Still no defense at home for him, though. And no signs of an expansion either, so he's pretty all in with this. Warp Gate research about to finish. And OrangeJello on a really low SCV count already. Down to only 18 SCVs. Although I guess Annihilator's only at 23, so it's not the worst case. Not as bad as it looked. The third gateway coming down here for Annihilator. Warping in at this proxy pylon with the very slow warp ends. Annihilator going to run in here, ignoring the barracks, target down that barracks. I'm actually going to recall home in that position. Not a bad decision, I think. Now he's going to have to walk around the long way to get back into an aggressive position, though. OrangeJello should definitely be killing this pylon right now. And Immortals coming out for Annihilator. So he's just going to try to bust the front with Immortals. Although OrangeJello is going to get a scout out on this and maybe take down this first Immortal. He's losing a lot of Marines in the process though, and he's not even going to get the Immortal, so definitely not a good situation for OrangeJello. Yeah, oh rip. Yeah, and I think that might just be game now. Simply not enough units. Truly immortal, yes. The victor of this game here, taking down like a dozen Marines by himself. And that's it. Annihilator takes the series 2-0.